your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Trevor Birchett.
We want to remind you with the threat for some strong storms tomorrow, it's a great time to download the WCBI News app. It's completely free for Apple and Android devices, and we've got the latest forecast posted there in video and blog form. And we'll also send you a weather alert straight to your phone in the event one is issued for your location. So good not only to have tomorrow, but also all spring when we have to deal with several rounds of severe weather like we have been dealing with in the past couple of weeks. Fortunately, none of that today. A crystal clear blue sky from the Alpha Insurance Camera Network in downtown Columbus. Hard to find any clouds out there. Temperatures got up to right around 70 degrees. Hopefully you were able to get out there and enjoy it, because it was a really nice day. The last nice day we'll have at least until we start next week. Overnight tonight, 51 for the low. We'll see those clouds increase, and right behind it, we'll see some showers, maybe some storms move in by sunrise. But the main storms we're going to be monitoring will be tomorrow. Highs getting up to right around 70. Some rain and storms, possibly heavy at times, could lead to some localized flash flooding. And we are continuing to monitor the threat for some severe weather in some locations. Now, here's the current setup on clouds and radar. There's our high pressure system that's scooting off to our east. That's going to allow this storm system to move in. And what we're going to be monitoring here is this low pressure system out in the Oklahoma Panhandle. What's going to happen is this warm front's going to swing up north into our area, and that's going to allow some unstable air to come in here. And when I say unstable air, I basically mean the juice or the ingredients that the storms need to form. So we'll show you that on future storm energy. This is basically showing you where that juice and those ingredients are in place. So as that warm front swings to the north, notice all of that juice kind of coming up closer to our area. This is painting a decent picture, though. I'll tell you this. I mentioned there were some changes. The latest few model runs have had this warm front a little bit further to the south, and that's good news for us because that means hopefully the severe weather threat will be limited to our south and won't quite make it up to our area. That's not to say you don't need to be prepared tomorrow. There is still a chance for some strong storms, some damaging winds, maybe even an isolated tornado, but I'm hopeful that that front will stay just to our south. We've still got a level 4 risk in effect for portions of Noxubee, Winston, Attala, and Pickens County, right there along Highway 82 under that level 3 risk. And basically north of that, we're really not expecting much of anything. Tupelo, Pontotoc, Corinth, unlikely that you'll see any severe weather tomorrow in the form of major severe weather like damaging winds or tornadoes. But we are going to have to continue to watch this lower tier of counties, because if that warm front can sneak up just enough to the north, that could end up being a problem for some locations. But the trends are certainly promising. So let's time this out for you hour by hour. Clouds filter in overnight tonight. There's those shower and storm chances starting to move in here by 2 or 3 tomorrow morning. I think by the time you wake up, lots of us will see some heavier pockets of rainfall, maybe a little bit of small hail in this. We're not too concerned about this batch of storms. That clears out of here. We start to dry out as we get closer to lunchtime, but our second round of storms comes in here closer to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. This is the storms we will have to watch for the threat for severe weather. I told you that warm front's positioned right there, and these storms are setting up along that warm front. So if that warm front can nudge just a little bit farther to the north, that could put a lot more of us in play for that severe weather threat. It's still too close to call. We're going to keep a close eye on this, and we're going to keep the potential for some severe weather in for areas along and south of Highway 82. But again, the trends look promising that the worst of it will stay to our south. And we've got one more round of showers and storms that's going to come in after sunset. We're not too concerned about this. Maybe some gusty winds and small hail. The tornado potential looking very limited with that batch. Our main concern, I think, with this is going to be some gusty winds and heavy rain, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches possible in some spots. So again, Sunday, tomorrow is the day we're going to watch for some gusty winds, damaging hail possible, and maybe an isolated tornado. And then Monday and Tuesday, we dry out cash before our next round of storms by the middle of the week. So we get a little bit of a break, but we're going to keep our eyes on things for sure.
Gotcha. And Trevor, I do want to mention real quick, I was talking to EMA Director of Lowndes County, Cindy Lawrence. She was saying that everyone in the Artesia community needs to be aware, and everyone who lives along Lindbergh Road needs to be aware that those 2 tornado sirens are not working right now. Now, they're working to get those back up and running, but for tomorrow, they will not be working.
Yeah, great idea to have multiple ways to get those weather alerts tomorrow.
Exactly. All right.